Hi, I'm Scott,
And I'm Luke.
and we're Android Guys,
Give us 5 to 10 minutes of your day
and we'll tell you about a product or service.
or an app that you might be interested in.
Just ahead, yet another cool robot speaker from GravaStar.
Hey, Scott, what do you got today?
Luke, let's talk about a really cool speaker that we just got in the office here a few weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
You've seen it,
I have.
played with it.
Yes.
It's the GravaStar Supernova,
Yes.
and it's a brand new speaker that is, by the time you're listening to it, should be available.
Yeah,
It's a very unique speaker.
it is.
It has all the hallmark GravaStar stuff.
Yeah.
You can tell it as soon as you see it. You're like, I know who makes that.
Yep.
But it's completely different from some of the other products that we've seen from them.
Right.
So it's the Supernova,
Uh-huh.
and I'll tell you all about it. We can talk about it together
Okay.
after the break.
Okay. So, we are talking about the GravaStar Supernova.
Mm-hmm.
It is a Bluetooth speaker lamp.
So it's a weird thing, right?
Yeah.
GravaStar speakers and their products generally look like something from a sci-fi universe.
Yeah, cyberpunkish, post-apocalyptic, very tech-heavy.
Yeah. Looks
Cool
like-
stuff.
Yes. This one almost, to me, kind of looked a little steampunkish.
Yeah.
Because of the almost like an Edison bulb kind of light in the
Yep.
center of it.
Yep.
So, like other speakers of the GravaStar portfolio,
Yeah.
these have three little articulating feet.
Yeah.
They look like spider legs.
Yep.
And then it kind of sits on this almost like a tripod of a mount
Yeah.
kind of legs.
Yep.
And instead of having this giant orb or spider-like look, it's like having a tall water bottle
Yeah.
kind of shape to it.
Yep.
And what looks like an Edison light inside of it.
Yeah.
And it lights up in different ways, different effects. And one of those effects, the camping mode, does look like something that would be
Yeah.
steampunkish.
Definitely.
But so it comes in a black and a white.
Yep.
And then each of those has different light modes.
Yep.
There are, I want to say, 3 light effects.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got a couple of different colors you could go through. So on top of the speaker, you've got your buttons to control for like play, pause, advance your tracks.
Yep.
But then you also have the ability to change your light effect.
Mm-hmm.
Doing so, you can have one where it just kind of like shows the color itself, kind of just display itself.
Yep.
But then you can also do one where it does like a, I don't know the name of it. Maybe you can find it here while I talk about it. But it kind of does this like breathing
Yeah.
pulse kind of effect, and it cycles through colors within like a small palette.
Mm-hmm.
So you might have one that's like a white and a pink and a purple kind of glow through that. And you'll also get the light effects on the feet. There's some LEDs in there as well. And then you also have just the standard colors as well.
Yeah. That is called dynamic light mode.
Dynamic light mode. There it is. So like other GravaStar products, you can pair 2 of these together to get a true
Mm-hmm.
stereo sound.
Yep.
These have 7-hour playtime. It is a substantial feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It's very intentionally designed. You actually put it together. There was a tiny little, like a hook
Yeah.
handle.
Yep.
Comes with it in the box. You just kind of screw that in with the little Allen wrench. So it looks like something that you might be able to kind of like hang or to,
Yeah.
if you're walking through a cave.
Well, they show, it's interesting. Their photos on the website are very well done. They show somebody holding it. It looks like it's in campfire mode, which is to, have that flicker of like a lamp.
Yeah.
Somebody holding it, walking around like the outdoors. But then there's another shot of somebody who has that hook, and it's like hooked onto their backpack.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like a safety light if you're walking around at night or something like that. And yeah, this thing is cool looking. It's, you have to like, and we've said this with GravaStar before, you have to like the GravaStar aesthetic.
Yeah.
Which is that mecha inspired high tech look.
Yep.
And this is no different. And I think it looks really cool.
And it sounds really good, too.
It does sound very good.
This is a brand that was pretty much not on my radar a year ago, but I've had a chance to check out, I want to say 3 or 4 of its products now. And each one of them, again, it has its own distinct look and feel.
Yeah.
But it also has its the same level of quality across the board. And they sound great. The way this is designed, there is no like real front to it.
Right.
So it's kind of got like a 360 or like a surround sound to it.
Yep.
Bluetooth 5.3, very easy to pair.
Yep.
To go in and set that up. And it's one of those products where, and I think we've said this with each of them, it's the thing you get somebody who seems to have things already.
Sure.
I don't know what to get my nephew for graduation. He's got all the stuff he really wants. Nobody's going to turn down a cool Bluetooth speaker.
Right.
Especially one that, if they're into gaming or they've got a so-called man cave or any type of like to just collect cool things.
Yeah.
This looks really cool when it's just sitting on the desk.
Yep.
Whether you're using it or not. And then when you power it on, it just looks very interesting.
Yeah.
So the one we got here at the office was black. And it's I hate to part with things like this.
Yeah.
Because they're all cool.
Yeah.
But I'm running low on space here in the office to just kind of like let it sit there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I've got more speakers than I know what to do with.
Right.
But it's going to go to a good home that somebody can appreciate a quality speaker.
Yeah.
This and that's to bring up the point of the price of this.
Yeah.
It is $180.
Right. And that's probably a little shocking if you look at it, but I will say it's made very well and it sounds very good. And I think if you mix the idea of a Bluetooth speaker and a lamp together, especially one that charges and it's a wireless lamp, it's makes a little bit more sense because it is so designed. Yeah. Has such a design aesthetic. But yeah, it's probably on the high side of what I would expect for something like this, but with as much design and kind of unique style that this offers, I think it makes sense.
Yeah, it's a 25-watt speaker. If you went based off of just the bullet points, you're going to say, oh, I could get more for less.
Sure.
But if you add in $30 to $50 for the design, you're right at where it should be.
Right. And
that's kind of where this is. And as an early bird at launch, if you buy it, you also have some like a free charger that you can get. There's another new product in their portfolio. So at $180, it's kind of an ask for certain people.
Sure.
But for the right person, they would look at that and go, this is really cool. Where'd you get it?
Yeah.
And I need to get my hands on that. So
right. And it daisy chains too. That's another big thing that we're seeing more with speakers. So the fact that it daisy chains to others is that's a nice selling point.
Yeah. So if you put one on, opposite ends of a room and they've got them kind of dancing to the music, flickering ambient light.
Yep.
It's a pretty cool effect.
Yeah.
So that's the Supernova by GravaStar.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
All right, that's going to do it for this episode of the podcast.
Thanks for listening.
We appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, feedback, concerns, comments, anything, shoot us an email at podcast@AndroidGuys.com. We'd love to hear from you one way or the other. Luke, if someone wants to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
I am on Instagram and Twitter at Luke Gaul, Gaul.
And I'm on Instagram at Scott Webster and Twitter as swebster77. Until next time, thanks for listening.
See ya.